We're back from the dead. Are you ready? Let's go. Back from the dead. We're back from the dead. Hell yeah. We're back from the dead. Back from the dead. Back from the dead. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to go fucking mental on this motherfucking drop. The countdown has just begun. Are you ready? Let's go. Now we're back from the dead. We're back from the dead. Hell yeah. Back. We're back from the dead.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. There is two of us here today. What is going on? Today is May 6th, and we are doing a chat about bringing on a new crew member who has actually been with us for 2 months now?
Mm-hmm.
How's it feel?
It feels great. I found my tribe. I'm so happy.
It's true. We're an interesting bunch. You know what I mean? So I wanted to kind of introduce you guys to Shealee today. She's amazing. She's the baby of the group. She's obviously been with us for a few months. I want to talk about her journey and you got thrown into it really fast. There's a few things we can't talk about for legal purposes right now. Exciting things coming in the future. But I was doing this interview process. I told you this. And we've been friends for a couple years. You worked at the museum. We'll get into that because I know a lot of people are going to have questions on that. I met you randomly. You recognized me or something. Everybody recognizes me when I go in the museum.
Yeah.
And we were just laughing because I said, when I was at the museum a few weeks ago, like I was hoping no one would recognize me. And Shaylee's like, yeah, right, Krystal.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone knows Ghost Girl.
oh, yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad or both. You know what I mean? It could be a little combination.
Yeah.
But we knew each other and just stayed in touch. And fast forward, obviously we brought Elfie in. Elfie's kind of like our, like, weird dark witch kind of, book vibe witch. Like, she's our Velma of the group. And Kat is obviously does her brujeria and she loves her green witch stuff, and I'm like all over the place. And I was like, we still like feel like we're lacking, and I feel like the balance was finding, like, my inspiration is The Craft, the movie from like the 90s, and also like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There's always like 4 girls like doing the paranormal witchy stuff, and I kept telling Kat, like, I need that 4th girl. And so we started. I started doing interviews in like January with Kat. We had a couple rough experiences. I don't think we told you this. There was a girl we interviewed that was sitting in her car when we did the interview for a Zoom meeting, and there was no internet access. So we were like, Kat was like, are you in your car? Kat's like, Aries just like came out. She's like,
professionalism.
Why are you doing an interview in your car? Like, I don't understand. And the girl was like, oh, sorry. Like, I was going to lunch. And so the point is that we just kept hitting like wall after wall. And I told Kat, I was like, what are we going to do? Like, I need this to happen organic. And I had a dream one night that my spirit guides were like, Shealee, just Shealee. And I was like, what? And I was like, I don't know if she'd really be into that, because I knew your history, like, with the museum. Mm-hmm. So I literally, like, hit you up with a message one day. I was like, I don't know how she's going to take this. I was like, she's either going to think I'm crazy or she's going to be all for it, which means she's crazy too. You know what I mean? And so I messaged you and I was like, so we're doing interviews for 4th Girl for Ghost Girl Diaries. Are you interested? I was scared. I was like, I don't know what she's going to say. Like, she's going to be like,
I
what?
could see that.
And you were like,
so excited.
You were like, immediately, you're like, yes,
I'm
let's
like,
do
please,
it.
Yes, thank you.
Weird universal thing. And you did an interview with me, you did an interview with Kat. We obviously, like, I love to get the energy going, making sure everybody gets along. You get along lovely with Elfie. And it was kind of just like that, like, missing puzzle piece that just kind of, like, fit.
Aw.
Don't you think? Like, isn't it weird? Like, in chat, like, we're all so chill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to being alone and being by myself, so, like, talking to you guys and being super comfortable with you guys, it's just so refreshing and it feels natural, and I'm so happy and grateful.
We're excited.
It's hard to find people who are so genuine, but it's easy.
And we're obnoxious, too. You know what I mean? Like, you've gotten some obnoxious text messages, too.
I need that. I need that balance in my life.
Well, we like to keep it real. You know what I mean? Especially Kat and I. Like, Kat and I are the real obnoxious of the crew. I know you can tell that by now. And I think you're just kind of like, whatever, guys. Like, just go with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so everybody, like, we're going to take questions at the end because I know that people are going to, like, ask questions. In fact, Kat already sent me a few questions, too, like, that we can kind of catch up on when we're there. So let's, like, back the truck up for a minute. So you're in Vegas. And, I mean, I want to talk a little bit about your childhood, too, you know, like the haunted stuff. But, like, talk about the story of you're, like, driving through Vegas and you see the Haunted Museum. You don't even know what it is. You were a fan of Ghost Adventures, but, like, not, like, a super fan.
Yeah.
Didn't associate the two.
No, I didn't. I just drove by one day and I kind of freaked out. And I was like, oh my God, the Haunted Museum. What is that? I gotta go there. I need to know. So I immediately looked it up and it wasn't open yet. So I'm like, I have to work here. That's it. I'm gonna work here.
So you're one of those, like, manifest it and make it happen, and that's just it.
and they say, you know, when you manifest things, you just kind of put in your request to the universe and then just let it go and don't think about it. And that's kind of exactly what I did. Like, he was hiring, so I put in my video application, and I was still working at the time, so I wasn't really thinking about it. But I woke up one day on my day off, and I got a message that was like, can you come in for an interview, like, today? And I was like, yes.
Wow. So it
Please?
just, like, happened, and that was it.
Yeah.
So you go do the interview, they hire you, and you're like, I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Was it
weird.
what you were expecting? Because, like, from the outside, I feel like it doesn't look as big as when you get inside and realize there's all, like, the secret hallways and all that stuff.
It was not what I was expecting at all. Like, I got there for my interview, and I was taken down this really long hallway, and the lights are super dim, and it's super creepy, and I'm seeing these dolls as I pass by, and I'm just like, I don't know exactly what I got myself into, but I gotta go with it.
Here I am.
Yeah.
So the interview goes great. You start working there. Now, you're already kind of, like, into the paranormal stuff. You've never done a lot of, like, film per se or, like, on-set stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
Or even, like, investigating. But, like, you had experiences as a kid. So when you went in there, did you automatically, like, know, like, oh, yeah, like, I'm vibing, like, this place is for sure haunted?
I didn't really get that feeling, no. I think that I was just overwhelmed by the fact that I was at a job interview. And that, you know, after the interview was over, he was just kind of, Zach was taking me around the rooms and showing me everything, and I was just kind of in awe. Like, oh my God, he has John Wayne Gacy paintings and, like, all of this stuff, and it was just so fascinating to see.
And parts of, you know, Charles Manson's dead body. And,
Yeah, that was...
you know, it's just another day at the Haunted Museum.
Just
you know?
another day.
Jeez. So moving forward, what made you stay? Like, you were there for a couple of years, right? Or like a year?
Yeah, I was there for a couple of years.
And you had to have liked it because you were there for that long, right? I mean, it was like that place.
I mean, I feel like some jobs are just so, like, mundane and boring, but this was so, it didn't feel like a job. It was just, like, the whole experience, just being able to, like, tell people the stories and watch their reactions, but also get to, like, hang out there at the same time. It was just, I don't know, it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a job, of course, you know, but just being there and having the privilege to hang out there.
So it almost wasn't just a job. Like, it was like a lifestyle.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were kind of learning the paranormal lifestyle, literally, because it wasn't just about, like, the ghosts, but it was about the people involved and the atmosphere and, like, the energy that was, like, going on.
Yeah, I mean, when you say lifestyle, like, it really kind of is a lifestyle in a way, because you have to mentally and physically prepare yourself for work every day. You know, you don't know if it's going to be a day where not much activity is going on and it's just pretty chill, and you also don't know if it's going to be a crazy busy Saturday and people are passing out left and right, you know.
That's a mood.
Yeah,
I do that a lot.
can't really prepare for that in a certain way.
No,
in a
it's
certain
true.
sense.
It's true. So it was a lot of, like, fast movement too that you say, like, going on, is like whether it was humans or energies or whatever else. And you loved it there.
Yeah.
Enough to you tell me that you go in early and stay late. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Wouldn't you do that too, though?
Okay, but wait. The other day, we were having a conversation, and Shealee's like, so, yeah, like, my mom's a little worried, you know, because it's, like, you know, haunted locations, like, because we're going to be shooting a pilot and traveling or whatever. And I was like, Shealee, I don't think I can take you anywhere darker than the Haunted Museum. Like, I don't know why you're worried. And you were like, yeah, you're right.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know many places that withhold big boxes with demons inside. You know what I'm saying? You were there every day. Like, holy shit, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
So talk about why you would go in early and stay late. Like, what was the inspiration behind that? And then if anything happened, what would happen when that happened?
I was just so intrigued, you know. I feel like, you know, I'm a very emotional person. So when I walk into certain rooms, I just feel it. I feel the vibe of that room. So I guess that's kind of what I was looking for as I was exploring and going on these mini adventures by myself is just
Well, and
like,
you didn't
what can
have
I
a
pick up?
ton of like like you've had a paranormal experience, but not like a ton.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it was so like new and like
Exactly.
it's adrenaline, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It's adrenaline.
I mean, when I was younger, I always wanted to like go hang out at the cemetery or like take my friends and go explore this abandoned place or like just adventure in the dark. And that's what I got to do there. But I was also surrounded by
and
all
you're
these
being
artifacts
paid for it?
and I'm being paid for it. So it's like, thank you.
Yep. You're like, okay,
Everything I
universe.
need, everything I want.
So talk about what happened. Like, was there anything, or like your favorite rooms, or rooms you don't like, or like experiences? Like, talk. Like, we want it. They want to hear. We want to hear.
Okay.
I was fascinated by these stories that she's told me. She's got some good ones.
So I've always been afraid of dolls, and so I was immediately drawn to Peggy. It's like I just.
So
wanna
now
hang
talk
out with
about what Peggy is.
Peggy is she's believed to be a demonic doll. She's haunted by someone. I personally believe it's a disgruntled, like, older woman.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I don't feel it demonic, but she is sassy as fuck. Like she,
For sure.
Yeah,
For
she
sure.
will tell you to like fuck off.
Yeah.
Like she
So
doesn't care.
it is believed that she possibly belonged to a Holocaust survivor. So she is definitely from that kind of like era, I guess. But she wasn't very talkative with me. They put a spirit box in her room as like an experiment. And it just stayed in there. But she would always talk to the guests and always kind of like pick someone out of the group to pick on, essentially. She didn't really talk to me very often. But one day I went up to her room before we opened and I was just casually chatting, not really expecting anything out of her. And she said my name for the first time.
It through the spirit box.
Yeah. And so,
And you're like, great.
Guess what I did? Slammed the door and ran down the stairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You were
I was terrified.
Wow.
It freaked me out because I didn't expect anything to come out of her.
I don't
But
mean
she
to
said
laugh,
my name.
but yeah.
And that same night, my
With
car got broken
Shealee.
into.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
So, I mean, it was a dumb mistake on my part. I shouldn't have left anything in my car for it to get stolen.
Right.
But, weird timing,
Yeah.
I automatically associate
I don't
that
believe
with the
in
bad juju.
coincidences. Yeah, I don't believe in
Right.
coincidences
Yeah.
at all.
I'm like,
but Shealee, that's very
Yeah.
specific. So you didn't like want to say, okay, hey, what's up? Like you're just like, I'm out. I'm peacing out of here.
Yeah.
Jeez. Now, when we're on set, I would love for Kat to like stream in here a little bit because when we're on set and I don't get adrenaline, it takes a lot for me to get an adrenaline rush. Like a lot.
Really?
The only time I've really ever gotten like extremely scared is Chanel grabbed my shoulder one time, and that's in the pilot, and I like screamed bloody murder because it was like a human being, and I had no vision. She had the camera, I couldn't see anything. It was so that scares me. That's different though. But when I get scared, I just say like, "What the is going on?" Like so, I have like weird reactions. So it'll be interesting to have you on set because it does. You're triggered, like it does scare you because it's new.
Yeah.
So you're the newbie of the group, like literally.
Yeah, I get a little goofy when I get scared. And
I just cuss things out.
I'm kind of dramatic.
That's good.
But
Sometimes you gotta be like pass out dramatic or like
no, just like verbally
I'm so
dramatic.
Scared. Yeah, dramatic. Yeah. So Peggy, you this starts a relationship. Would you call it a friendship? I don't know. She likes to pick on you.
She didn't cuss me out
and
every single day, so I guess we're kind of cool.
No, but she liked to pick on the people in your group.
Yes. I feel like anyone who's vulnerable, anyone who is super scared, like they're just an immediate target. But there was one time I had a group, and it was just a family, so it was like a group of 4, but they all knew each other. They always like to go ghost hunting on their own, and apparently one girl out of the group, she was always the one to get picked on. And of course, Peggy targeted her and she got a bloody nose as soon as she walked out of the room. And she told me, she's like, I've had my nose cauterized like 4 times. I'm not supposed to get bloody noses. Like, this is a problem.
And this happened a lot.
Yeah. I don't know
And it
why.
was always with the people in your group. They would get bloody noses.
Yeah. I think I saw like 7.
Peggy
7
just
in
likes
total.
to, she's like, I like to pick on Shealee. I really
Yeah.
do think energy's not even demonic. I think that they know when you're scared.
Like, we're gonna freak you out and
Yeah.
give them a bloody nose.
Exactly.
See what you're in for.
Yeah, like you're in charge and you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's your group. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's weird. It is weird. I've had weird things happen like that before. So Peggy, so what, is that a favorite room then? Or would you say that she scared you and that's definitely a room that you're afraid of?
I'm not afraid of her. I was afraid in that moment because I was so freaked out and in shock.
I'm sorry to laugh. Like, I wish I'd have gotten that on camera. Like, nope, closing the door, I'm out.
And I was upstairs by myself at the time, too. So, like, it just made it even
Worse.
creepier.
Yeah, you're like, great. You know, I'm isolated by myself.
Yeah.
I think they know when they do that, though.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure.
They
She's
know.
probably here right now with us.
It's weird
to
you're saying
us.
that because I have like the headset in and I don't know if you guys have heard it. Let me know if you've heard it. But I've heard something tap on the microphone a couple times.
Oh.
But I get followed home
like,
from there too. And I'm
hello.
like, stop. Ed Gein follows me home. I'm like, please go home. Just go back.
Yeah.
I'd
rather have Peggy than
you know
Ed
what? I
Gein.
don't get. What's your take on him, seriously, from the energy? Do you don't like him because it's the female thing? Women usually don't like that room.
I feel like he has a certain target, too. Older women. I don't exactly know, like, the extent of that, but I never thought about it like
I
that.
don't feel dark energy from him. Now, I've taken people in there that have felt it, and I'm like, he's just trying, he's feeding off of you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's talk about some of the other rooms. What's another favorite room?
The basement.
Okay, I've been down there a few times.
Yeah. Zach put a spirit
Ooh,
box.
did you see that?
Glitch.
Okay.
Just summoning everything, just talking about
Look,
it.
I have salt rimmed this motherfucker like 8 times around my house. If they got past it, I swear there's gonna be a problem. So anyway, go ahead.
They walked in the door with
Or else
me.
it's like energetic, you know what I mean? Like through the
Yeah,
energy,
maybe.
you know. But okay, talk about the basement because I've gotten to actually investigate down there, which I feel like that's rare. So
Yeah, I went to the museum recently and I saw that they put a spirit box down there.
is everything okay?
Which,
Did it glitch out?
Yeah, I think it crashed.
Okay. Should I end it and restart it?
Let me go check again.
I'm not shocked.
difficulties.
No, it's fucking ghosts. Says live video was interrupted. I'm gonna call Kat really quickly. If you guys can see me, I might have to end the stream if you can't. Is it? You think it's spiritual?
Came back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back. I think it's Peggy Kat said.
See?
So is it back? Are we back live? Can you see me talking on the phone with you? Okay, we're back now. Okay, I'll let you go. Peggy, I need you to remove yourself from my studio, please. This happens all the time, though. I feel like that's what makes the best streams is when there's, like, paranormal activity going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coincidentally, Peggy.
Basement, or else it's something in the basement, which that's some dark shit. Let's be real, okay? Like,
Yeah.
I sugarcoat stuff. Like, you know, Ed Gein, he was a murderer. Like, you know, like I probably should kind of call it more as it is rather than being like he's got mommy issues. But the basement's messed up.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on down there, but I feel
It's not that big though.
It's
Like,
not, yeah.
I want people to know that. Like, I've done videos on it, and I've been down there with Zach alone. I've been down there with like a film crew. I've been down there with a fan group, and it's just not like it's. People make it sound bigger than it is, and it's not. It's like a concrete room, but there are drains in the floor, which is obvious. If there was some sort of sacrificial things happening, they used it for that purpose. But
Yeah.
do you feel the energy right when you go down?
For sure.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Yeah.
So talk about your experiences.
Well, when we first opened the museum, the basement was just like a regular old basement. So it, it was kind of just used for storage. Nothing was really down there. So of course it, just has like the
Creepy
general
basement
basement creepy vibe. But ever since he created what would you kind of call that? Like a.
I feel like there's really not a lot down there. I mean,
It's
he
like
has
a
like a
chamber.
light, and he has like, is the rocking chair down there still or whatever? I don't know if it's changed. And a couple dolls that he used to. I don't know if he still does.
Oh wait. Oh no, it's completely different. There's
It's
a big
completely different.
pentagram on the ground and
Okay.
like some.
He's making it dramatic then. Okay.
It's so fitting though. It's very
No, it
fitting
is.
for, like,
And I'm not going to sugarcoat. It is. It's dark, so that's probably what it looked like. But his imagination is really wild and great, and like he can think of what it looked like. Same with Ed Gein's room. Like he literally brought the barn to life where Ed Gein was killing the people.
For sure.
So I give him props for it. But yeah, so I haven't seen the basement since.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not just like
Well, that's
you
going to
walk down the
welcome him
stairs.
to join the circle then, right?
So the way that I think about it is like you go downstairs and it's not just like the open basement. Like you go downstairs and you have to turn the corner and then you have to go down this long hallway. And once you get down that hallway, you have to turn left and that's where everything is. So he's basically like set it up so you could perform rituals down there. And it's super dark, it's super eerie. It just has like that like castle, like catacomb type vibe. So
and the stairs just leading down, I feel like people don't realize how steep they are.
Yeah.
And they're rickety and old.
They are.
So when you take steps, they're like...
Yeah.
Like there's no quiet way to go. Have you ever heard anything go up and down the stairs?
I don't think so.
I've
no.
heard tour guides say that they've heard like entities go up and down the stairs or whatever. I don't know if he ever showed you this picture. I know some of the people did. He showed some people. I went down there to investigate. He let me go down there and investigate for like 2 hours or something weird. And he's like, you can't post the video footage online, but you can post the audio. And I was like, okay, Zach, whatever. So I didn't post any of it, but I did take snapshots of the video. And when I was down there talking, we were like getting a lot of evidence, it looked like blood started running down from the top of my head. And I mean, I'm like you, I do my makeup, like full makeup. Like there was no way I would have been walking around with blood on my face. And I have the snapshots, but he showed some people in the museum. And that's when I was like, yeah, that place is messed up, man.
That's
like
creepy.
It was gross. And it looked like there was a red illuminating light, but we were using green night vision.
Something's down there. I don't know what
bad.
it is, but
it's bad.
yeah.
Like I think there's been a lot of bad things happen for sure. Now he also kept oh my God, what's the Kansas City killer? Kansas City Butcher? Is that right? Not Kansas City Butcher. I always did the mixed up.
Robert Burdella.
Is that right? Okay. Robert Burdella's stuff was down there for a while.
It was, yeah.
And he was trying to like experiment and like make the energy get worse down there, which I think it did. Don't you? Because he called me when it was, and I'm like, you're trying to make it worse. But it definitely did, I think. And it was like kept in this like creepy room. Is that room still there? Or did he knock the wall out and open it up?
It's kind of like used as like a walkway now. Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, it was weird. It was strange.
Yeah.
I do think there were sacrifices and weird dark